Hey guys, thanks for clicking on to another episode. I really appreciate you clicking on. In this video, we're going to be showing the importance of staying consistent and not giving up. You see, this garden that I'm in right now is the first garden that we put in the yard, that I put in this yard. Thing is, since I put this garden bed in, I've also started another few other garden beds because we're working on having a garden. Well, I kind of started neglecting it a little bit, thinking that it kind of can maintain on its own. So stick with me all the way through the end. We're going to have some very important information. Do me a favor, smash the like button, share the video. Let's get it cranking. Now you saw on the time lapse, what I had to do was get rid of all those mango leaves that fell from off of this mango tree here, which I haven't been doing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and get rid of all the weeds, and not only the weeds, but any of the crops that aren't doing well. Like, look, this is a weed, believe it or not. This is the kind of neglect that this garden has got. You're gonna get out what you put into it, right? All the plants that are still doing well, I'll just dig up all the roots around them and clean up any dead leaves. The good news is, though, this soil is nice and rich. This soil is nice and rich. So all it needs now is just a little bit of work and some new crops. Like this tomato plant, for instance. This is Ada's tomato plant. It was here, one of the first things in the garden, and it's still doing well. It just needs some work. I haven't done any cleaning up on this at all. And as you know, your tomatoes like to be pruned. So, they definitely haven't been doing as well as they're supposed to have been doing. I've also had a problem in this garden with iguanas, because iguanas, they seem to hang out in my mango tree, which is above us right now. And, they come down from the mango tree and they do this. This is a broccoli, right? And I'm not just talking about it. I've seen this. I got the guy on video. So it turns out iguanas like broccoli too. This dude is sitting here chomping on my broccoli leaves. In one of the previous videos about the broccoli, actually it was one of my cooking videos, the stupid iguana. It's okay, I got a BB gun for him. I haven't seen him since though. And don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning violence. Before you get in the comment box, I'm not condoning violence. But I will say, anything that interferes with you or your family's health and stability, well, you're gonna need to handle that accordingly. Period. And we'll just leave that at that. And while I'm over here, I'm inspecting these leaves, try to figure out what's going on, why they're turning. I don't see anything right off bat. But I have a feeling that found something. All right, look at this. I want to make sure you can see him here. Can you see that? You guys see him? This is the culprit right here. See him? This is the culprit right here that's been eating this tomato plant. This guy will eat the heck out of this tomato until there's nothing left. And he's hard to spot. You gotta look real carefully, because they're very hard to spot, as you can see. And mind you, this guy's just a baby. This guy will grow and turn into one of those greenhorn tomato eaters. One of those greenhorn tomato killers. So we're gonna go ahead and kill him, and we'll do some research, and by the end of the video, I'll tell you how we get rid of him. Now this broccoli, I didn't want to cut this broccoli down just because I just feel like it could be saved. But doing some inspection on here, I'm looking and I can see what's going on. Can you guys see those? I believe those are called aphids. So now we know we have to treat for those greenhorn tomato killers, and we have to treat for these aphids. So by the end of the video, you can expect to get all that information and more. Do me a favor, hit this like button, subscribe if you haven't. Let's continue. And to me, it's very important to show you this part of gardening. And the reason being is because I see a lot of videos online, because like anyone else, I'm not Mr. Know-It-All. I do seek to learn from other people as well. So I do watch other people's videos, and one common theme that I see is that people don't show you what goes wrong. People show you what you want to see, right? People show you what, you know, what it is that you want to see, and what we want to see is we want to see results. We want to see things go well. Well, that's not real life. Real life doesn't happen like that. It's not necessarily like that. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. And that's, you know, that's one of the things that I pride myself on our channel, is that we're always going to bring you the real. I don't want to just show you when things are going right all the time. That's why I'm in this garden with you today, is because I want to show you that sometimes things don't go according to plan. I felt like this garden could sustain itself for a little while I work on the rest of the garden. Well, I was completely wrong, and it's not going to sustain itself. There's certain things that the garden can't do for itself. The garden can't come in here and rake up all these leaves for itself. It can't go in here and dig up the earth and aerate the land. It just, certain things it won't be able to do for itself. That's where I come in. I need to do my part in order for us to thrive together, because when I do my part and put in the work, it causes the garden to react and give me the fruit that I need to feed and support my family. Just so remember, keep that in mind, guys. With everything else, we got, just like everything else, we gotta stay persistent. You know, if you want good, you need to stay persistent. Hey, one of the easiest ways to get around negativity is accentuate the positives. I've been talking a lot of negatives about what's going on in this garden, and I haven't mentioned any of the positives yet. But I gotta tell you, for all that's been going on, for everything that's been going wrong, look at these beautiful, this is my first cayenne pepper. Doesn't that thing look beautiful? I want to just take it and take a bite out of it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But I know my mouth isn't gonna like me if I do that. Look at these. Look at these. Look how healthy. So, you know, saying that to say, it's not all bad, you know, and it never is. I'm only showing the bad on this video, so you guys know that, you know, it's not always what you see, right? And that brings the media to mind, because see, that's exactly how they operate. What they do is they tell you what it is that they feel like you want to hear. They reflect on the ratings, and whatever it is that we react to, that's what they push. And oddly enough, mostly what we react to is violence and fear. So hence why you see so much violence and fear-mongering in the media today. There's no code of ethics for the mainstream media. There is no legislation or anything of that sort to say that the mainstream media has to be truthful with you or me. So why is it that what they say is law? Hey, look what I just found. Ginger. over here hanging out by the fence. I must have threw a piece of ginger over here and forgot all about it. Let's replant it. Now, I'm just gonna dig this up and put this guy in this hole right here. I am working against time here, so I do gotta be fast. Every day it's been raining. That's another thing that's been killing my progress. April showers is supposed to bring May flowers. Well, we're at the end of May. Where are these everyday showers coming from? Like I said, I am working against the rain. I gotta move fast, but I do want to get this whole garden weeded this morning before it rains. Quick run to the corner store. Now you tell me, what the heck does grab a leaf have to do with COVID-19? The corner store put a limit on grab a leaf, 1 per customer. What the heck? Now I'm just gonna put down some of this black cow manure. Now, like I was saying earlier in the video, things don't always work out the way we plan it. You see, I was planning on bringing you all of this information in one segment. Unfortunately, YouTube only allows me to upload 15 minutes at a time. You know, and even with all the editing and everything try to cut out any unnecessary information, it still end up to be a 2-part video. Sorry about that, but please make sure to check out part 2. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way, you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks.
9, 10.